Hey, thanks for watching Cooking with the Robinsons. I'm Sean.
And I'm Shaylin, and today we are making chicken and seafood paella.
Something we have talked about putting on video for a long time. A delicious dish. One of the most important things about getting it right and making it easy is your prep work. So let's get started. So here we go. Let's start off with a couple of small tomatoes. We're gonna give those a medium dice. And then we're gonna jump right into one large red bell pepper.
Now when Sean and I prep on a dish like this, we want to make sure and put them in different containers. That way it just makes everything so much smoother during the cook.
Always good to stay organized, especially on a cook like this. So you'll add to those bell peppers one large onion diced, and I think we did 4 to 5 cloves of garlic as well. And you can never have seafood without some parsley and some lemon wedges to finish things off. Okay, so I want to show you just a little portion of the seafood that's going into this dish. And I put them in this bowl here and rinse them. And by rinse, I put them under water that's running and scrub them with my hands while the water's running. And a lot of times on these mussels, you'll have a beard on there, a little attachment, something that it attaches itself to the rock or a boat or whatever it is below in the ocean. And you'll take that beard and pull it downward until it pulls off. Fortunately for me, all of my mussels had already been de-bearded, so I don't have that problem. If you see that one of them's open, tap it a couple times. If it closes, the mussel's still alive. If it doesn't close, throw that away. You don't want to cook that. So also I have these little neck clams here. Same thing with them. Scrub them, rinse them, get all the sand and grit out of there. You don't want that in your dish. And the same thing with them being open. You don't want an open clam or a mussel for sure. And you can see this water here. It's already dirty. This is just a few of the clams and mussels so I could show you. I just rinsed them and all that stuff came out of it. I'll rinse it off in a bit. So here I've got the 1620 shrimp, and this is peeled and deveined. And by that, I mean I already have the vein split with a knife, taken out the back. It's got just a little tail on it, which is what I like because it's like having a little something to hold on to. You put that in your mouth, bite it off, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil into this 16.5-inch paella pan, and we're gonna put in some boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
Now that's gonna bring in a lot of flavor.
No doubt about it, and the real goal here is just to brown the meat on both sides.
Right.
We're gonna season this with some salt, pepper, and garlic, get it good and brown. We'll probably cook it about 70% of the way through because we'll be putting this back into the dish later on. So now we're gonna add in our onions, but first you wanna turn that heat down from a medium high to a medium low. And this is a good time to scrape up the bottom of the pan. All the stuff that was on that pan from cooking that chicken is gonna add so much flavor into this paella. And you're gonna caramelize these for right around 10 minutes until it looks like this.
Next we're gonna add those red bell peppers and cook them for about 5 to 6 minutes. And then we're gonna add our garlic in for another minute.
So now you're gonna turn your grill down to low, stir in those tomatoes, let these cook for about 10 minutes.
And as always, look below for all the measurements and all the ingredients.
So now it's time to add in your rice, and I'm using an arborio rice, or any short grain rice will work great in this dish. And then you'll wanna add a large pinch of saffron.
Now at this point, the goal is really just to toast that rice.
That's right, we're gonna toast this rice for just 2 to 3 minutes and get it ready to receive the goodness of that chicken stock. So once we've toasted that rice, I'm gonna go ahead and spread this rice back in an even layer on the bottom of this pan. And I'm gonna stir in 3 cups of chicken stock, low sodium chicken stock, and I'm gonna add to that 1 cup of clam juice, which will really bring out the good flavors in those clams, mussels, and shrimp. And now we're gonna season this stock with a little salt, pepper, and garlic. And I'm gonna even bring in some good smokiness with some smoked paprika. A couple of tablespoons worth is really gonna add some depth of flavor to this dish.
Next, we're gonna reintroduce that chicken back into the pan, and we're gonna add those little neck clams.
Yes, and I like to put those in hinge side down. I'm gonna add my mussels as well, and I'm gonna close the lid, cook this for about 20 more minutes, a little playtime, and then it's time to finish off this dish. Now all that's left to do is to top it with some of those English peas, toss in the 1620 shrimp, and cook it covered for 15 more minutes. Top it with some parsley and a squeeze of lemon.
Now, if you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe, and go check out our Facebook and Instagram page where we're always putting up new recipes on a weekly basis. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.